Are you tired of being tired all the time? Let me guess. You're busy. You have so much to do. You wake up every morning with great intentions. You want to be productive? You want to get things done? But then you're tired and it's hard. If you don't get things done, then you feel guilty. So then you try harder next time. You try to be more productive. But then what happens? Bam, burnout. We've all been there. And in this video, I'm going to teach you how to get more done when you're tired. I'm gonna teach you how to tap into your inner superhero alter ego that comes out when you are fatigued and exhausted. And let's face it, we all have some sort of alter ego inside of us just waiting to come out. Some of us want to be like Wolverine or Wonder Woman, but in reality, our superpowers are more subtle than that. Like, for example, my superpower is actually probably being able to talk to people, right? Like, I can make people laugh. I can connect with them. I can find common ground. But what about you? What is your superpower? Your superpower might be writing, it might be painting, making jewelry, playing video games, video editing, public speaking, programming, graphic design, cooking. Whatever it is, it's unique to you, and it's powerful, and it can change the world. So here's the challenge. I want you to identify what your superpower is, what you are really good at. And when you start to recognize that, then I want you to develop a persona around it. Develop a name. You can even make a costume if you want to. And why would you want to do something silly like this? Because deep down inside of us all, we love to play. When you create an alter ego in a costume, it represents play. It's fun. It's creative. It's a way of expressing yourself. And also it creates a psychological boundary between you and your work. Because now you can go into work mode by putting on the costume. By developing the persona, and then when it's done, you can take it off, and that's fun. That's engaging. Now, personally for me, my alter ego is called the Professor. He's like this mad scientist who has crazy hair, and he loves to experiment in the laboratory. And he is always trying to come up with new ways of doing things, new hacks, new strategies. Now this persona, it's not necessarily me, but it's also me. Does that make sense? I mean, I am the professor, but the professor is not me. The professor is a character. He's a persona. This allows me to step into the persona, to use the superpower of that persona, and then step back out again. It's a really cool way to engage with work. Okay, so let me give you an example. Let's say you're working on a project at work, and you're feeling a bit tired. What would you normally do? Maybe you would grab a coffee, or maybe you would take a break and just walk outside for a bit. But what if instead you had an alter ego? Let's say your alter ego was a superhero who could fly really fast and was super strong. How would you behave if you were that superhero? Maybe you wouldn't need coffee because you already have superpowers, right? Maybe you wouldn't take a break outside because you would be too busy saving the world. Okay, this sounds silly, but hear me out. By creating an alter ego, you can tap into a different way of behaving, a more productive way of behaving, a way of behaving that aligns with your values and with what you want to accomplish. And when you're tired, it's easy to fall into the trap of procrastination or just giving up altogether. But if you have an alter ego, then you have someone else to turn to. You can literally say to yourself, okay, I'm tired, but the professor doesn't get tired. The professor just keeps going. When you start to think of yourself as a superhero who doesn't get tired or who isn't afraid to fail, then you can start to behave in a more productive way. You can start to get more things done, even when you're tired. So here's how you do it. First, find your superpower. What are you really good at? What do you enjoy doing? Once you've found that, create a name for it. You can even come up with a costume or a uniform. For example, if your superpower is programming, you could call yourself like the coding wizard. You could wear a wizard hat while you program. If your superpower is video editing, you could call yourself the visual sorcerer. And you could wear sunglasses while you edit. And if your superpower is public speaking, you could call yourself the rhetoric reaper. You could wear a cape, and you could say things like, "Fear my superpower. It's the only thing that separates me from the other sheep." Just kidding. Don't do that. Right? Once you've created your alter ego, here's how you use it. When you're tired and you're struggling to stay productive, close your eyes for a second and imagine yourself as that alter ego. Imagine what that superhero would do in that situation. Would they give up? Would they continue working? What would they say to themselves? Once you've imagined that, open your eyes and start working, and keep working until you can't anymore. And then close your eyes again. Imagine yourself as your superhero, and then repeat the process. And if you need a little extra help getting started, here's a little hack. Write your alter ego's name on a Post-it note and stick it to your computer monitor. Every time you see the name, remember who you are and what you're capable of. And listen, I know that this sounds silly, but I promise you it works. I've used this technique myself, and I've taught it to my students, and they've all accomplished amazing things using this method. All right, here's another tip. It's important to remember that everyone gets tired. It's just part of being human. Even superheroes get tired. The difference between superheroes and normal people is that superheroes don't let tiredness stop them from doing what they need to do. So when you're tired, don't complain about it. Don't make excuses. Don't give up. Use your superpower to help you get through it. You know, there is this great quote by the boxer Mike Tyson, who said everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. Well, life is full of punches, and sometimes you're going to get tired. Sometimes you're going to feel like giving up. But you have to remember who you are and what you're capable of. You have to remember that you are a superhero, and superheroes never give up. They keep fighting no matter how tired they get. And look, I know that this is easier said than done, but that's why you have your alter ego, right? That's why you have that superhero persona that you can tap into. When things get tough, you can just say to yourself, I'm tired, but I'm not giving up. Not today, not ever. Because you're not just doing this for yourself, you're doing this for everyone who believes in you. You're redoing this for the people who look up to you and for the people who you look up to. You're doing this for the world. Because the world needs your superpower. The world needs what you have to offer. And when you realize that, then you'll never give up. Then you'll never be tired. Because superheroes, they don't quit. They keep going no matter what. I believe in you. I believe that you are a superhero. And I believe that you have the power to accomplish anything you set your mind to.